Hi guys, ArchieLuxury, and who do I recommend in America? In America, who do I recommend for quality pre-owned wristwatches? David SW, David SW, David SW. Go to davidsw.com. He is the best, the greatest pre-owned dealer in all of the United States of America. David SW, David SW, David SW. But the reality is there, you know, in my own case there, my house is nearly, I've got over 50% equity in it, right? As long as you've got your house paid, look, you think about it, say you get cancer or something like this, you're not covered by private health care. It's mainly through the state system.
Well, the state system's not bad.
It's Medicare. In Australia, it's very good.
Australia's good. Anyway.
So say me or Harami got sick, right?
Yeah.
As far as that goes, there, that's not the end of the world, because we've got enough equity in the house. The repayments aren't that much, right?
But how do you pay them when you got no income?
Well, if you've got no income, you would get an allowance from Centrelink.
Yeah, which will pay for your groceries, but not going to pay for your payments on your house.
You can defer your payments for a while.
But I suppose you defer them for a year or two.
Okay, well,
you can't defer them for 10 years.
You can take stuff out of your super. If you're on death's door where you can't work, you can get your super out. They'll let you take it out.
Yeah, well, if you're lucky enough to have super, of course. And people now are getting it because of the system here. But in the old age, had nothing. Yeah. But I see, like when I was working for Vinnie's, you saw a lot of people, they've got no backup, no. Yeah. See, if you're in trouble, if you've got a house, you can mortgage your house, you can sell your house. If you've got asset shares or something, you sell your shares. You've got super, you can cash in your super. But what about if you've got nothing? You got no house, you got no super, you got no job, you got no skills. Then what do you? And then you get sick. What do you do then? Then you're up shit creek without a paddle, aren't you?
Well, at least you've got free
health
care here in Australia.
Ring Archie's Healthline.
And what I'm saying to you, what problems? You know, the reality is, you can't just rely on the state to solve all your problems, but can you?
Well, yes and no. Some people will say yes, you should be able to, and other people say no, you get off your ass, and if you're bad, we'll die. You know.
I mean, you have to.
Depends which camp you're in.
Hopefully, you have to hopefully. Look, there's no 100% answer in any of this stuff.
No.
You know. You've got to work this equation out yourself. Don't you think, or not?
Well, we're working out ourselves. There seems to be no answer to the working out. I mean, I think most people just close their eyes and hope they don't get sick. And when they do get sick, they think, hey, what happened? The shit's hit the fan now, what do I do? They don't want to think about it. You don't want to think about death. You don't want to think about getting sick. And then when you do get sick, you know, you might take in life insurance, you might do certain things, but you don't really want to think about it. When it does happen,
sure,
then it gets pretty bad. Like, you know, for instance, look at well, Erica's situation.
Sure.
So she didn't, you know, but when she got sick, well, right, you got family help, but it wouldn't be good if you had a better help.
You had some assets to sell off then?
What did I have to sell off?
You sold some land off, you had a couple investment houses.
Well, that's after she died, yeah.
But it still, it gives you...
Yeah, if I didn't have that, I'd be a big pick.
Well, it's hard to say, because if you didn't have that... look, I think the end of the day, there you've got to try and make the best you can out of what you've got.
Yeah.
You know.
I think.
You know, if I got sick, I've got contingency plans. I'm fine. No matter what happens, I'm fine. You can't contingency plan everything.
No, you can't.
But you know, I'll give you an example, right? You know, me and Hiromi have got more money in super than we owe on the house.
Mm.
Well, that's a good position to be in, isn't it? Don't you think, or not?
It is, yeah, yeah.
The other thing is, I have got, you know, if I sold my watch collection off, I could pay the house out tomorrow.
Does that mean
No,
I can expect a donation from you,
no,
surely?
I'm just saying to you. I'm saying to you, if I got sick, right?
Yeah.
I could sell my watch collection off relatively quick. Some are quicker than others, right? I want top dollar, but I've tried to buy things that I think are valuable. The way I look at it is, I got five expensive, really expensive. Each one of those is a trip to Disneyland, 20 to 30,000. If you can pay your house off, you really don't have that many problems. Even if you're on the dole.
Well, you can survive, can't you?
And then you can structure things differently. You can structure things and say, you know, hang on a minute. You know what? You've got opportunities that, if you've got a house paid off, life, you've got everything you make, you're able to invest or use for something, aren't you?
Mm-hmm. No, you work it out in quite the circumstances. Live within your means and survive and struggle along. Yeah.
Okay, let's wrap that up. That's enough for today. We'll see how these go.
Me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me, me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. Feeling me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck just wanna be a mini me. All these neck.
Like, subscribe, and tell your friends, and don't be afraid to get a paid review. $50 for a paid review. It helps me stay full-time on YouTube, and I will see you in the next one. $50 paid review. I can't survive on Google Ads. I need your support. And guys, you could also sponsor me on Patreon. Patreon allows you to pay as little as $1 a month to keep me on YouTube. Hey guys, ArchieLuxury. Who do I recommend for watches in Brisbane and Sydney? Vintage Watch Co. That's correct. Vintage Watch Co. in Brisbane Arcade in Brisbane and the Strand Arcade in Sydney. Vintage Watch Co. Brisbane and Sydney. Ronnie, I've known him since the late 90s. Ronnie is a top bloke. Luke is a great guy. Vintage Watch Co. That is who I recommend in Australia. Check out Vintage Watch Co. and the guys' amazing range of watches. They also do service and repairs. Vintage Watch Co. That is where the pontiff goes. You know, some of my Pateks came from Vintage Watch Co. That's right, guys. Vintage Watch Co.